Welcome, race fans. Robert Warren's up in the booth for Outlier TV tonight. Race number 7 at Kansas Speedway. Got my good friend here, Chris, up in the booth with me. Chris, what's shaking, brother?
Hey, everybody. And hey, Roberts. Nothing much is shaking. Happy to be at Kansas tonight with the folks. I saw, 19 drivers on the leaderboard tonight?
A couple guys have not elected to qualify, so we'll go through that shortly. They're still just wrapping up qualifying. Maybe we'll take a quick look at our race info for tonight. So 100 laps. The clock on the stage here with 2 additional sets of tires. Looking at a 32 to 36 lap fuel window. And beautiful weather so far, too. 72 degrees, 85% humidity. But it's earlier in the day, so we're not seeing any clouds from that humidity, even though it's clear 2-mile-an-hour winds. And this is intermediate speedway, Chris. So it's going to get crazy, actually.
I'm pretty fired up about intermediate speedways. I do like Kansas. And you know what? I love good weather. So I think we're going to be in for a good show tonight.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Let's maybe take a look at our grid as these guys are just getting all sauced up here.
I'm digging the Fruity Pebbles ride.
Yeah, we'll get to that driver in a second as we roll through our grid. Ryan on the pole, our points leader here. Parsons P2. P3 is Chris Phillips. 4th goes to Dennis Warnez. 5th is Gentner. 6th is Cutie Patootie Hurst. 7th is Barker, the Fruity Pebbles, and Ramsey in 8th. 9th goes out to Ledford, and 10th is Foster. 11th is Copperthorne, and Wheeldon holding down that 12th spot. 13th is Phipps with Wagoner on his outside in 14th. 15th is Don Francesco with Boyd, the Catman, in 16th. 17th is Presley and Garcia in 18th. Straminsky grabs 19th, and 20th goes to Lashbrook. 21st, Steven Shue and newcomer Dan Park in 22nd. 23rd is Richardson. Hawkins in the 24th spot. Big field of cars, Chris. Super big.
I'm digging that. The last 2 races, we didn't have as big a field as to what we're normally treated to. So it's good to have, almost 20 cars back on the grid. And yeah, good show. I think Kansas will bring us some good racing tonight. So I'm super fired up.
Yeah, and now we're moving into that second half of the season. So last week at Pocono, we saw a great battle. Only 1 caution on the night. That was race number 6. This is part 2 of the season. So it's kind of like, to me, it's like a mental reset for some of these drivers. And looking at our point standings right here, we've got a pretty tight battle throughout the top 10. Only 39 points separates the entire top 10. But in the top 5, it's only 21 points. So, somebody could have a bad night, somebody could have a good night, and with these drop weeks, 2 out of the 12 races are dropped, we could have a new potential points leader.
Exciting stuff. Pace truck is off.
You're very observant today, Chris. Green is away. Good start by the drivers up front. Two by two as far as the eye can see, going through corner 1. Looking like we're going to have the first clean lap. Don't know if the driver shot down below the apron there just to stay out of trouble. Don Francesco looking on the bumper of Phipps. It's Ramsey in the 13 on the high side. Take a look at our leaders here. Parson looking on the low side of Ryan for that lead with Phillips in behind him. So definitely got some new talent in the field here that they're going to be ready to dance, Chris.
Is that going to be tough for Parson to make that move? I guess not. I was wondering if inside there is going to be a tough position to make the pass.
Well, momentum can be gained on the high side, so it's going to be very hard. Parsons going to have to ship it in deep, but running that high side a little early is going to be tougher on the tires. So, you know, these guys got 30 more laps before that fuel window. You're going to start to see some strategy. So these two are going to just trade and keep trading, you know, swaps for the lead.
Parson in that different paint scheme this evening. Not in the normal cigar lounge attire that we have grown used to.
Yeah, I believe he ran this paint last week. That it was on some secret sauce. Liquid Courage was rumored in the drivers meeting, so we're gonna have to see how Parsons fares out. You know, last week at Pocono, he was one of the trucks to beat, but unfortunately fell on the wrong side of strategy.
That's right, I do remember that.
A little further back in the field here, we're taking a look at Robert Garcia, newcomer to the league. He started 21st. He's up to 18th in his Tundra truck. Lots of time.
Hot sauce.
Tabasco. So it'll be interesting to see how he rolls up through the field. Looking at the 16 of Straminsky. Shout out to Precision Fence and Gates, title sponsor for Roughneck Racing's Wagoner's Welding Season 9.
With aliens on the bed. On the tailgate.
Another newcomer here, Mike Presley. In the zero. I like the way that zero shines, actually.
Mike, this is Chris. I do remember you from the previous league. If you remember me. Good luck tonight, buddy. Good to have you.
Another newcomer here in 3 Machine of Dan Park. Dan's going to be wanting to feel out the drivers tonight. See where he stacks up against the competition with lots of time left to go. I mean, we could have a potential green to checkered race here, Chris.
That would be cool. I think this is a track you can have that happen pretty well. I'm just not going to say anymore.
Right? Stephen Chu in that 00. Part of Foothills Racing. Park makes the pass on him there. The battle for the top 4, all within 5/10. .46 of Phipps. Pretty much running where he started as he's working on the outside of the 24 machine of Don Francesco. On the bottom side, both door to door so far.
Oh, Nicholas.
Welding Senior with this Slowick stuff scheme. Consistent runner here. I think he's squeaking in the top 10 in points. Oh, contact!
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow. Doesn't look like it's too heavy, but lap 11 is going to be our first caution.
Nice job on the brakes, by the way. You don't know who that was. 46.
The Phipps.
Was that the 46, I think? Great job.
Doesn't look like there's too much damage on the right front of the 24 truck. You just see that right front fender crushed in alongside the nose there. So Go back and take a look at our OTV instant replay here, Chris.
Let's do it.
So Phipps on the high side, Don Francesco on the low side, coming out of turn 4 with Park in behind. Looks like Phipps gets a little loose. Smart move by the 3 machine to clear the drama. You know, what's exciting here is that nobody else got 4 up.
That's a pretty good case scenario there for that to happen. Doesn't get well, it gets a lot worse. I guess you should say it doesn't get too much better after that.
So here at full speed. Yeah, a tough break there for both the drivers getting tossed up. It's kind of like a share in the track deal, but Phipps did lose the back end of that car. So wondering if we're going to see everyone come down pit lane here. Go back to live action just to see what's popping. Looking like a lot of people didn't pit. 58 of Johnny Hurst coming in there. Take a look at his Dodge and see if he jacks up. Oh, he's taking tires. A crazy move. I don't know if that was a misclick. Here comes Boyd.
Catman
do. I don't know if we're going to catch anyone else, but we'll go back up front here. Lights are still on that pacing vehicle. We're going to just take one quick little break. Give a shout out to Wagoner's Welding, primary sponsor of Roughneck Racing for Season 9. Shout out to Ipswich Bay Soco, also a co-sponsor with Precision Fence and Gates. These guys have been phenomenal at coming on board, supporting the series. So we're going to just roll a quick commercial and we'll be right back.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Roughneck Racing would like to thank...
Oh, you're so eager to get back, Chris, but here we are.
We are back. I saw another truck take tires. I don't know if we have that graphic, but looked like a few of the drivers took tires on lap 13.
Yeah, they're gonna be further back in the field, so it's gonna kind of be hard to see that because it only shows the top 15. But let's see if we got some magic here. We're gonna put it to 24 and see what happens. So we see Johnny Hurst took 4 tires. Presley took 4 tires. But not too many takers. That's crazy. A little early, but I mean, like, if you think about it, we're 11 laps in on the run. If this thing stays green now, people are considering different strategies. One of the things that we're going to have to look at here, we'll quickly put it on the tower for best lap time. Best lap times are 31.6s. So we're going to have to watch some of that tire fall off. Ryan elects to take the outside for that restart. Gets a good run over Arson going into turn 1. I just heard a motor blow.
Ooh, I think you're right. Someone looked like they were definitely slowing down.
Right there.
Ooh, wow. That's good ears, my friend.
Looks like Phillips might have took the wrong setup running the Q-tape. Hopefully he gets low enough, doesn't bring out the caution. We'll go back up with our leaders here. First time runner in the league, Chris. We got that 93 machine of Chris Barker. We've seen him in other racing facilities or racing leagues, and he's no slouch. So, Ryan's got some competition up in his mirrors with Parson and Barker right in the bumper closely.
Yeah, we've seen Barker before. Why does he seem like a regular? He hasn't been in this league?
No. No. But
Well,
I mean,
welcome to Roughneck Racing.
yeah, well, Cam, you know, started 7 up to 2nd, so, you know, having a good run so far. Early run pace here. We're going to have to watch some of the, you know, race as it kind of unfolds here. It's going to be quite interesting.
I would have liked to see the replay of, and I don't remember who that was, who had a miss shift or a money shift or whatever you want to call it, or the restart.
Let's go ahead and I tell you what, Chris, you're special. Let's see what we can do here.
Let's do it. I mean, for me and the fans.
It's going to be way up here. So hopefully we don't miss anything exciting. But we'll go here, click this, and we're going to let it go live. Let's hop right in his cockpit. And we'll hit play. So just after that restart here, right there.
Ooh.
Tough break for the 66 machine of Chris Phillips. He was definitely showing early run speed, starting 3rd. So that'll be our OTV instant replay for the money shift.
Nice one, Roberto, for bringing that. That was a good shot there. And hey, good ears too, by the way, to hear that as it was happening.
You know, these old ears, sometimes they don't fail you.
No. Shout out to our good fan Sarah Lashbrook with some comments on the restart.
I mean, and everyone heard it, you know.
Right, I did.
Except you. And look at this, 3 machine of Park. Started 22nd, up to 4th. A very impressive run. He's got Warrens in behind him in 5th. So this top 5 is getting pretty spicy.
It's D-Dog, Dennis Warrens.
Take a look at those lap times, Chris, on the timing tower. We mentioned 31.6s, 31.7s for our fast lap times. We're now running 32.2s, so that's about 5 to 6 tenths slower than where we were before. And if you look at the last lap times around, Arc has got a 26, Warrens has got a 23, so those 2 trucks are looking like the 2 of the fastest trucks on the track right now, but they're sitting 2 seconds back from the lead car, Ryan.
Did you happen to notice the logo for the number 3?
Did I?
I'm asking if you did.
Let's zoom in.
Park Bros Racing. It's pretty cool.
Do you know what that is a mirror of, Chris?
I do.
Okay. Tell us more about your drinking problem.
I don't want to talk about it. I just think it's cool.
Yeah, no, I like it as well. It's a nice catch on it.
Yes.
Take a look at the 01 machine of Ledford. Currently 16th, started 9th. Having a clean race, you know, still lots of time. I don't believe he's one of the drivers that pit, or did he? Yeah, actually he might have. So looking at that fuel gauge in the bottom left-hand side, you can see that Ledford's pretty much got 2/3 of a tank. We're going to go up to Carson. Pick on him. You can see he's getting down to that bottom. So that estimated fuel window is around, let's go with 34 laps. With that caution, we should expect to see some of these trucks start to come in around lap 37 is my estimate.
Estimation.
And look at this here. We got Hurst, that 58 machine. He took tires on the caution. But now he's up front here making the most of those tires, trying to get up front before these guys have to pit. So Hurst is going to have his hands full trying to make moves as these tires start to fall off.
Can you read my mind?
Yeah, let's go up to the lead.
Well, not exactly, but this is a good battle. I was looking for a good gearbox cam.
You love the gearbox.
I do. I love it on Park gearbox cam.
Let's put it on Parson on Park. First,
we had they just swapped positions. First and Park. First got around them.
Yeah, you can see Park is.
Good. It's good on a nice tight battle.
We're gonna have to.
We can go back.
We're gonna have to work on our coordination, Chris.
Yes, this is a good battle here. I like this.
Yeah, battle for the lead. You can see Barker doing a great job of holding the bottom side, where Ryan has defended on the high side that entire time.
And Parsons not going to leave the party.
No, he's just waiting.
Yep.
Ooh, slight contact there. Little kiss on the door.
Parsons like, I'll take that.
Here comes that 58 truck on the freshest of the fresh tires. We can look at the pit stop stats again. You can see Hurst. Most recent pit.
Complete that.
Oh, absolutely. And then in behind him, in the 10th spot, well, not in behind him, but quite a ways behind, is Catman. Also on that same tire strategy.
So, the Catman, Boyd had back-to-back wins? Am I remembering that correct?
Wow, you're getting good, buddy.
Yeah, that's all memory, too.
If only we had a graphic that showed us previous race winners, maybe that's something that the design shop could work on, you know?
I'm pretty good at design. I'll compile something for next race.
And this is the battle for the lead here. Parson got up front. We see Barker has fallen off a slight bit. But Ryan's still defending that high side, opening up the door for the 58 of Hurst. Showing an off track for Ledford. We're going to pan over there for 1 second. Looks like a little bit of trouble there getting into the pits. Good job at not bringing out the caution. We'll go back up front here to our leader. Ryan is just not giving up any real estate with 18 lap newer tires. Ooh, getting tight there. They're door to door into turn 3. First is going to be able to clear him on the exit of 4.
Which he should be able to with these new tires.
Well, Mr. Buttons is known for his collection of buttons and fighting people on the track, so good job.
True. I haven't dropped it yet.
Oh, man. Our new leader, 58, of Johnny Hurst, showing that speed. So this is going to be interesting for Hurst, for Boyd, for Presley, and I forget the other driver that took 4 tires and fuel, because they're going to come in around lap 47 or 8, if I'm squinting my one eye correctly, and they're going to be on a completely different strategy. So if this thing stays green, wowzers, you know? Just wowzers.
We are 1/3 complete. That's some math for you.
Hey, that's the first time you've come up with your own math, buddy.
Yeah, I didn't need a calculator either.
Looks like Barker is starting to slide around the truck a little bit, but he does get around the 67 of Ryan. And we got that 3 machine of Park in behind. So this is the battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Interesting that, you know, Barker was able to get back up and around and charge ahead. I thought he was falling off, but I guess he was just pocketing.
And I think he falls into this category, Mr. Consistency. Now, of course, there's a few drivers But in the Mr. Consistency category, we do have Eric Copperthorne in 6th place.
Let's take a good look at our Ipswich Day Soapco car.
Soapy time.
He's up 5 spots. You know, pretty good run for him so far. We're going to start to see that pit cycle soon. Before we see the pit cycle, let's take a look at our biggest gainers on the track. Dan Park up 17 spots tonight. Hawkins 12, Straminsky 9, Catman Nick Boyd 7, and Presley 6. So a lot of shuffling around. You know, we saw a lot of camera time with that 3 machine at Park. Let's go ahead and check on Hawkins in the 84 machine. So, good job by this 84 machine for showing up tonight and being where he is in the field. So, Roughneck Racing definitely doesn't have slouches in the field. We've seen just tons of clean action so far.
For sure. These guys are radical, man. Great drivers, great league. I say it over and over. I definitely mean that. And check out the bed on that truck, by the way, too. Got a snake. It looks cool. Snakes are awesome.
Snakes are awesome. Can't really see it. We gotta, you know what? Maybe we'll invest in some cameras.
We gotta do that.
Oh, look at Broadcaster's Curse.
Sorry about that, Chad.
That's the 6 of Patrick Gentner. He checked up there, so I wasn't sure why he checked up. But we haven't had camera time with that 6 machine yet. He's had a couple good runs, but you know, a little bit further back in the field. We're seeing some swerving around. And lo and behold,
39.
Pretty good at the math, guessing, you know?
Yes. Well, these green flag pit stops are always fun and funky sometimes, so we'll see what they bring us.
Yeah, I really like how it mixes up the field, and it really calls on the drivers to have a different strategy in their repertoire to say, hey, I need to get in the pits and out of the pits, and I need to do it faster than everyone else.
True.
Another 2 trucks coming in here is the 33 machine and the 93. Oh, no!
Wow. You saw it live.
We'll do it live! That is the 21 of Foster. Looks like he just locked it up a little bit there. That's going to cost him a few seconds. That's going to be a huge detriment.
As long as he didn't get a penalty, I mean, that's a reasonable scenario.
Got another taker on the pits here is the 3 machine of Park, followed by the 13 of Ramsey. That's going to put Hurst out to a considerable lead. We're going to pull up our pit stop stats now. Straminsky, the only truck on the track who hasn't pitted yet, outside of Ramsey, who's in 11th, and Garcia in 12th. So, looking at Hurst, knowing he's got to come in about, I guess maybe, this is for you, Chris, 6 or 7 laps would be my estimate.
That's very good. Okay, so that'll take him to almost 50. Let's jump in Straminsky here. Well, not jump in his truck, but let's see his fuel gauge. Yeah, he's on some fumes.
Stuck in the fumes. So he stretched it out quite far with not coming down the pits at all. He's going to pull in here. It looks like he's tucking down. And that's a 0 of Garcia in behind him. So, you know, it's going to be interesting because if he's able to stretch it out again this far, he's only going to need to come in, get a splash of fuel. It's going to be about a 5 or 6 second advantage as far as pit stop time. So Hurst up here in the lead now. Let's take a look at our fastest for the last 5 laps. It's not going to be our leader, Hurst. It's not going to be Boyd. It's probably not going to be Phipps. We got Warren's on the board. Shu, Hurst. Hurst is on the board. These guys are they haven't turned on their tires yet. Don Francesco and Catman. So I was surprised. I didn't expect those guys to be up there, but. Oh, that's the fastest 4-5. Here's the last 5 laps. My bad.
That was a quiz. You were testing everyone.
Right? It's like, that don't make sense. So, interesting enough here, we're seeing that guys that took tires more recently are showing the speed. Black flag for the 66 machine. Not sure what happened there. We'll pop over. That was our motor catastrophe, so he likely got in for that fast repair, but is suffering some tough times.
You think that was speeding in the pits, perhaps?
Oh, for sure. Absolutely. Another one of our graphics here is laps led, 25 laps led for that 67 machine of Ryan, 15 for Hurst, 5 for Parsons, and 1 for Barker. So, almost halfway. Off-track caution is out, Chris. We don't need to see that.
Oh, wow.
Gonna go and use.
Is it Don Francesco? The Don?
It's looking like that here. We're on board here. He loses control. Gonna back it up a little bit more. There's sometimes a little bit more of a story to tell.
I'm assuming perhaps cold tires.
I'm not really sure.
Nothing stops a ram. Well,
looks like he was just out of talent. It's the polite way to put it. Gonna back it up.
The truck looks like it's in good shape, at least after that hit.
Well, the thing is, too, is also on board with the 24 machine. You see the truck just gets loose, but he was involved in that first caution with the 46 of Phipps, right? So this is going to shuffle the board here, but this isn't what, the 74 machine of Boyd wants to see. It's not what the 58 of Hurst wants to see, because they wanted it to stay green.
Yeah, I was going to say this is advantageous to no one, really, because Hurst almost was able to take advantage of that, and he just finished his fuel stop when that happened. So I don't think really anyone's getting anything out of this.
No, I would agree. I definitely agree with you. This is going to shuffle up the lead here. I don't know who the leader's going to be, actually. Looking like Ledford might be the leader. These guys were caught a lap down, so they're waiting to get by the pace truck. Hurst was fortunate enough here to keep all these guys behind him. We're going to get to see if Hurst might have lucked out on a lucky strategy here.
Like keeping the lead?
Keeping the lead, having the freshest tires. He's going to be out of tires, though, I believe. They only got 2 sets here. That would be him bolting on his second set. Yeah, so you can see on that timing tower, everyone is sitting 1.2 back. That means that they're ahead of the leader, but behind the pace car. Are going to see everyone drive around that pace car as the timing tower catches up with them. And they got to make it all back through to catch the tail of the field as they're passing that truck. Wow. So caution comes out. And Hurst is going to keep the lead. But we got a new leader, it's looking like. Or is he going around? Hard to say. gonna zoom in
It's so
here.
tough.
Looks like we're gonna have the 69 of Lashbrook taking the lead. So,
I know somebody who likes the 69 of Brian Lashbrook.
No, you don't say. Electing to take the outside for the restart.
You know
Lights
what,
are-
Robert?
What's that, buddy?
Oh, just no. Now's not the time.
It's not?
It's not the time.
What time is it? Time to get ill.
It's time to get ill. We'll revisit this.
Just squaring some stuff away there. We're getting back to the action. You know what time it is now?
Time to do it.
No, it's halfway through the
Restart
race,
time.
buddy.
It's go time. 50%. 1/2. 0.5.
And look at the lap since pit here. You can see that the separation in the field now is that Boyd, Lashbrook, Phipps, all 2 laps since they last pitted, but also Ryan, Parsons, Shue, Barker, Warrens, Copperthorne, 10 or more laps since they pitted, and then Park, Ramsey 9 laps, and then you see Hurst in 12. So I thought Hurst was going to be up further, but lo and behold, I'm wrong again.
It's not going to be the last time, buddy.
Dang.
Dang. Shout out to Shane Wielden, by the way, from Jeff in the chat.
Hell yeah.
This is a long.
Yeah, they extended
Long,
this caution.
pace.
Yeah, they extended to an extra lap just for people to catch up there. You know, it's kind of like an eerie time. You know, you have that extra time to think under caution, and you know, they're probably thinking what I'm thinking, Chris. And do you know what I'm thinking?
The call is coming from inside the house.
Or more so, shout out to our sponsors, Precision Fence and Gates, sponsoring the Truck Series here, and Ipswich Bay Soap Co.
A Soap Co. Yes.
Sponsoring the Super Speedway Series on Monday nights, overarching with Wagoner's Welding, who covers both series. Happy to have all these 3 sponsors on board, making it possible for Roughneck Racing to operate as well as it does.
You are correct.
Good start for that 74 machine of Boyd. I thought Lashbrook was the lead truck. Turns out I was wrong.
Yeah, you fooled me, so fool me once, shame on you. Or something.
So that's it's going to be interesting here because we still have 2 different strategies. We're going to need a caution for them to lock in. I'm not sure if Boyd and Lashbrook took tires on that first stop. I don't recall seeing them taking tires, so they just
On
took
the very first stop when we had the caution?
That first caution, if you remember, they were running further back, and then they probably took their first set of tires just now.
I think you're right. I do.
Yeah.
I think we had Johnny Hurst?
Yeah, Hurst
and someone else.
Presley.
Yes.
And I
you
forget,
are correct.
And I forget the other car. And so you can see in the tower there, the timing tower, Hurst is running 16th. He's not really pulling on those trucks in front of him because you remember on the restart, he started 12th. So he's likely only taken fuel under this caution. And, shout out to Juliet on the Catman's truck there. You remember what kind of cats those are, Chris? Oh man, it's always awkward when you do this, buddy.
It's Alley Insurance Company.
Oh man.
What are they again?
They're Maine Coons, brother.
Maine Coons. Maine Coons. Yeah.
Absolutely
okay.
massive cats. I wasn't allowed to get one. I asked the missus, and she's like, "Oh hell no."
If she changes her mind, you know where to go.
Right? And look,
shout out to the moms and mother-in-laws.
Oh yeah, shout out to the moms and mother-in-laws.
Patty and Rinska.
Yeah.
Shout out to Patty and Rinska, mom and mother-in-law. Shout out to you. Thank you for watching the broadcast tonight.
Shout out to the moms. And what about the wives? Why aren't we shouting out the wives?
Okay. Thanks, Becky, for you're not going to watch this, I know, but thanks for just being a great wife.
You said that so endearing.
And now's the time of the broadcast where you shout out your wife.
Yeah, shout out to Angleen, who's definitely not watching.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Not everyone's a proud supporter like Sarah is on every broadcast, right? Like, geez.
True, that's true. I haven't seen my wife chime in once in the chat.
She probably doesn't even have the link.
No, I'm going to send it to her right now.
Babe, check this out.
Give me a like and subscribe for crying out loud.
Good run for the 69 of Lashbrook. He's sitting in third right now. It's going to be interesting here, Chris. Like, the strategy's kind of upside down. We're going to see people take 2 tires, take 4 tires, take some fuel, take all the fuel. So, Lashbrook, he's got 8 lap newer tires than Parson, but they're door to door at a turn 4. So there's a good storm of racing brewing here.
The perfect storm?
I don't know. And look at that 3 machine on the outside of Barker in the Fruity Pebs.
Barker and Park. Don't confuse that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, these guys are doing a little slicing and dicing.
I gotta zoom in on the Fruity Pebs. Are you a Fruity Pebbles kind of guy?
I'm a big fan of candy/cereal inspired paint jobs.
And you can see Barker there just with a slight oversteer as he was exiting the corner there. So looking like the truck is getting a little bit of a push loose.
You know what? I'm looking at Park's truck and it said Steele on it. Where's Steele been?
Dalton Steele, last series champion, taking a hiatus for season number 9. So we're using the gearbox view, and we got Fruity Pebbles of Barker in screenshot, and in behind Fruity Pebbles, that is the 69 of Lashbrook.
This is rad. Thank you for jumping to this.
Another also kind of cool view as Boyd, well, I don't know if it's a cool view. We're going to jump up to our leader here. Boyd has got a 2.3 second lead over the 67 of Ryan. Back-to-back wins. Not too many people have three-peated, Chris. Like, do you think that's in the Catman's repertoire here to pull off a three-peat?
I do. I've three-peated last several times.
Oh, man. Maybe you guys can talk about, like, how it feels to be so good.
Yeah.
We're gonna hop in the cockpit of Lashbrook here and just kind of look at his trajectory of the race. He started at the back of the field. He steadily moved up, and now he's just trying to stay viable with 36 laps to go in the 6th spot. By viable, I mean, you know, a pit stop's coming and you need to be in contention when you stop. So not everyone has an extra set of tires. I'm 99.9% sure that the 69 machine's got an extra set of tires to bolt on that truck.
I just got a call from Chris Phillips. He may be rejoining us. They've just about wrapped up the shifter. If we get enough cautions, he might make it back. I'm just saying, don't give up.
Gotta stay locked in. Gotta stay locked in.
To. I'm glad he's with us still.
Looks like that 69 truck is tight on entry, so if you watch like the wheel input there, it's pretty steady. Moving down to the bottom of the track. But it is a hot track today, Chris. I think temperatures were up to 110 degrees on the track surface.
Ooh, that's mega, dude. That's hot. Hotty toddy.
Yeah, 127 on the track temp. You can see that. Air temp 72.
Jeepers.
That Kansas sun 127 on the track. That is intense.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby is right.
That's a hot track. Wow.
So 2 cautions so far for 8 laps, 6 lead changes. We saw a lot of swapping back and forth, but it only counts for those drivers that have actually led a lap. And Nick Boyd doing a good job of that. Let's take a look at our lap leaders now. 25 for Ryan, 19 for Boyd, 18 for Hurst, 5 for Parsons, 1 for Barker. And I don't know, Chris. Barker
They're in their rhythm, which is nice. So we're just seeing some good, clean racing, and we're rocking and rolling. So
battle here again for 3rd spot between Barker and Parsons, with Phipps in behind.
Could we read what that alien tailgate is?
No. Who's got the alien tailgate?
Is it Don Francesco?
Which Don Francesco is way. He's not. I don't know if Don Francesco's on.
I'm sorry, 40. Who's 46? Phipps? Is it Phipps? I mean, we're just kind of killing time here. Yeah, jump to Lashbrook. No. Next one. No. All right, this is where I've really dropped the ball on this.
You failed.
Next one forward. Next one forward. Oh, go back. All right, I really blew it, guys. I apologize for my. Okay. Oh,
That's not aliens.
No, in front of this truck right now.
He's a lap down. I don't know who it is.
Oh, whoever that is. Treminsky, maybe.
Treminsky.
Yeah, it's Treminsky. Right. I want to see what that is.
Whiskey Ridge. Aliens.
Sorry, I had to put you guys through that. I apologize.
I don't know if you're really sorry, Chris.
I needed it though. I needed it.
Apparently, let's take a look at.
Well, why don't you cry about it?
Some of our best battles right now. And they're mixing it up here. Everyone is just so dang close. It's showing the ticker all off. So let's take a look at. We got people coming in the pits here, Chris.
Yeah, I noticed a couple drivers. Hey, that's the 6-7. I won't do it. Of Ben, Mr. Buttons, as you call him.
First coming in. Boyd's in the pits.
The Cat Man.
And these guys are just taking fuel, so just splashing up to go the rest of the way. And new leader here is the 3 machine of Dan Park.
Dan Park of Park Bros Racing.
Heck yeah. You can see just a little bit of haze now from that heat. You can see the haze before.
And Dan is a newcomer, correct?
Yes.
I don't know if I welcomed him or not. I'm going to welcome him again if I didn't. Dan, welcome. I see you're in a channel by yourself on a Discord, so I just wanted to make sure I welcomed you. We welcomed you. We're glad to have you, buddy. You're leading the race.
Yeah, I mean, impressive performance being the first time out here, and now he's gonna be a contender for a win. We got Phipps in behind him, series of other cars coming into the pits now. Phipps having a great run. We don't normally see this truck as dialed in as it is, but he's right where he needs to be.
Is it safe to say Kansas is a comfortable track?
I don't know. Why would you say it's comfortable?
I don't know. I mean, I feel pretty comfortable racing here. So that's why I'm asking you, someone that has expertise.
I mean, Kansas can, and we've seen it, have multiple racing grooves. Woo! Live! And that's a black flag for the 69 of Lashbrook as he's entering the pits. I don't know if that's going to be a hold or what, but we didn't want to see that for that 69 machine. Tim Richardson showing as a crash. Let's take a look at that on our OTV instant replay here. Go at full speed. And it looks like these tires are worn down, Chris, and we just saw it happen with the 69. Truck's just getting away from him.
That was, by the way, what a handsome young guy he is.
Oh, yeah. Another pit entry here, the 6 of Gentner. And still ticking away laps, opening up a bigger lead. Is the 3 of Park 1.9 over, sorry, 1.2 over Phipps, 6 seconds over Wagoner, 10 over Welding, and Boyd was our previous leader, 32 seconds in behind him. Welding coming into the pits now. Go ahead and take a look at Welding. He gets in clean.
Textbook, as they say, looking good.
Some stern comments from Sarah on the in the chat asking what happened with the 69. Maybe he needs more coaching, Sarah. I'm not sure. Good stop for the 5 of Welding. And then, you know, let's take a look at some lap times here. Going to put lap times up on the board just to understand pace. Last time around, 33.5 for our leader, 33.56 for Phipps, 33.7 for Wagoner. Boyd almost squint one eye. 1.7 seconds faster per lap for Boyd. So, quite impressive as far as speed. He's going to tick them down. We know that, oh, Dan Park coming into the pits now. Go ahead and watch. Tires up here. See, Boyd is going to regain the lead.
Nice.
Now, the only thing that's going to square up the field is if we do see a late race caution.
You know you're not supposed to talk about that.
Well, we have different strategies. These drivers have used up their tires. The only thing that's going to separate them now, yes, tires are going to matter. You know, you got Park coming out of here in P9. It's really not probable in 20 laps that he's going to gain back the time to recapture the lead. I see him likely grabbing a top 5, but it's a little too premature. But our new leader is our old leader, is the 74 of Boyd.
It's like the folks in the chat know the future. Well, he's in three-peat territory at the moment.
Yeah. Absolutely impressive run for the 74 Boyd. Obviously, his team has done their homework to get that truck set up, dialed in. He's been running the bottom lane pretty much the entire night. We're going to hop on board here.
Do Maine Coons have anything to do with the state of Maine?
No. I don't know. No. Use your Google, Chris.
I'll save that till after the race.
Getting a little tight on the exit. Gets close to the wall on exit. Does a great job there of squaring up. Been no stranger to the lead. You know, just as I say, he's been running the bottom side. He's ripping the wall. So, a little bit easier to save stuff up there. Save those tires. Hear him get off the gas. I think he might have, he's teetered on leading the most laps for the night. Gonna hop on.
And he has 3.5 second lead, correct?
Yes.
So it's just comfortable enough where he can maintain and not feel a ton of pressure.
Absolutely. Like, you know, I'd be very surprised if the 67 of Ryan is going to be able to pull him in with 16 laps to go. They're running very similar times. Looks like Boyd, you know, he's done his homework. And these drivers, you're just flipping through these drivers, you see Parson not too far back from Ryan. It looks like Parson might have gained a little bit of time there. I'm going to go back to our good old classic cameras. We can see Richardson. We haven't had the camera on him tonight. He's in his registered retro car. Black flag for Garcia. Likely entering the pits here. Too hot for the hot sauce. His pepper sauce there, getting him the black. Back over to Parsons in that 33 machine. 4 seconds back. Let's take a look at our lap times last time around. 32.9 for Boyd, 32.7 for Ryan, 32.6 for Parson. Copperthorne 32.7, so very similar times in amongst the top 4. Park in 5th, 31.9. Looks to be one of the quickest trucks on the track. But really just not enough time. Might have held on to those tires a little bit too long, Chris.
Perhaps. Don Francisco in the pits.
Yeah, he's had trouble. I think he's been recovering ever since he's been involved in that first caution. Brought out the second caution, got into Straminsky there, and he's not had the run of the night that I think he was hoping for. Maybe let's pop around and squint one eye and see if we got any close battles. It looks like everyone's pretty much separated it pretty far out, except for Parsons slowly gaining on Ryan, who brushes the wall on the exit of 2. man of the night. 2 wins back to back. 11 laps to go, 10 when they cross the line. Going down in the backstretch. Let's take a look at our point standings right now. As we came into this race, Ryan getting battled by Parsons for second. Parsons in 4th in points, Ryan in 1st, and Boyd in 2nd in points. So this is going to kind of
shake it up a little.
Shake it up a lot. And Don Francesco not having that run. So we talked about that at the start of the broadcast. It's like tonight could be the night where we see that shake up in the points. And, you know, I think it's kind of delivering it.
Robert, I don't know if you're looking at the time, but Parson is starting to eke a little closer to Boyd.
Actually, a lot closer. You have to remember that Ryan and Parsons were over 3.5 seconds back. Parson was further back. So let's take a look at our last lap times. Last time around, 33.3, almost 33.4 for Boyd.
Pretty darn close.
And 3/10 a lap Parsons gaining. So you think about that time. If the time remains consistent, Parsons will catch Boyd if he's not careful. Like one mistake here by either driver, and it's going to go either way. And you can see that there's a little arrow help from the 67 of Ryan on the bumper of Parsons. But look at the gap, Chris. 2.3 now. So Don Francesco just passed Boyd, and that hurt his lap time significantly.
We're in the closing stages here, and I'm getting depressed.
Oh my God, buddy. They have pills for that.
I want to see more racing.
Oh no, we're not.
This is going to be
10.
This is I'd like you to maybe add 5. I don't know. No, actually that could really shake it up for some of these guys. So no, this has been good though. This is going to be a nice little battle at the end here with 7 laps. Times are closing in. Ooh, look at it now, Robert.
Yeah, up 2 seconds. This is the battle here between Ramsey and Gentner for the 9th spot. Gentner on the low side in that 6th machine, trying to make it stick, but looks like Ramsey is struggling a little bit with holding on to that truck. And Parsons is itching in. I think he's going to run just a little bit out of time to get there.
I'm thinking the same. It's maybe not enough laps, but like you said, the smallest little hiccup could really make or break it for someone.
You know, and shout out to this 0-1 machine of Ledford. He started 9th. He's running 6th right now. You know, first time at Roughneck, and one heck of a performance to be in the 6th spot. In 5th is Copperthorne, Mr. Consistency. Up 6 spots. Big run here for the 3 machine of Park. And look at Chris. We're going to go up front here.
Yeah, I've been looking at the time. I've been looking at it.
We're going to hop in the cockpit of Ben Parson, and you can see he can smell the fumes from that 74 with 3 laps to go as they cross the line, and he is hugging the bottom. Look at that time counter click down.
Yeah, I'm not rooting for one or the other. I'm just rooting for some good racing, and these guys are delivering. This is going to come down to it.
Parson has definitely got more tires saved up, and Boyd might have his 3-peat ripped away from him.
I think if Boyd, he's just, yeah, you can see the disparity in tires.
Oh man, we're gonna have it come down to the wire here. 2 laps to go. 3/10 back. Just Boyd might have pressed a little too hard, but now this is where the truck is going to get a little arrow tight. If we cross the line here, race becomes official. Oh, Boyd.
Defensive move.
Oh, he's got to. You know, this is good heads-up racing, but...
It is. Keep the truck a little wide. This is it. Awesome.
Parsons has got to win on the season.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he's got the nose there coming down the back stretch as they come out of turn 2.
He might have it. Parson might have it. I think he's got the tires.
He's definitely got the tires. Boyd sticks it on the outside. He's trying to keep the momentum up, but Parsons glues it to the bottom.
Oh, you saw a little squiggle.
Wow, what a finish by that 33 machine. I thought he was going to run out of time, but Parsons, excellent job. He leads the last lap to the line. Very impressive.
Great job, fellas. That's great racing. Great racing. Great respect.
Great respect is right. What an excellent job by that 33 machine to manage his equipment, really. And we see Ryan close up the gap as well, but Parsons might have just, you know, had a little bit more in the tank to get it done. And lo and behold, here we are looking at a 2-time winner in the series. So, you know, we'll pull up our point standings just for 1 second again. We see Parsons has got 1 win. He's going to enter a 3-way tie with Ryan and Boyd on 2 wins. That's going to bring us to 7 races locked in. The second half of the season underway. We're going to take a quick mini break in Minitown, and we'll be back with some driver interviews.
Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Roughneck Racing would like to thank our sponsor, Wagoner Welding. Wagoner Welding is a family-owned and operated business located in North Wilkesboro, North Carolina. They specialize in custom-built truck beds and framework of all types. You can reach them at 336-670-3427 or visit the shop located at 446 DeHart Church Road. Roughneck.
All right, we're back. A brief intermission as these guys were rolling through the tech shed. Chris, I mean, overall exciting race tonight for the 100 laps. 2 cautions on the night and a couple different strategies. We're going to grab our 3rd place finisher, Mr. Buttons, Ben Ryan. Ben, Rob, and Chris up in the booth. Talk to us, buddy. What's going through your mind for this lovely P3 finish tonight?
I don't know. We'll take it. It was a good race all in all. Congrats to Ben there getting to his quarter on the last lap, turn 1 and 2, and being able to sail it off in there in 3 and 4 and grab the win. That's fun to watch. I don't know. I had raw pace in qualifying, but I just found it tight. I just couldn't, the race setup deal, I couldn't make pace with it.
Yeah, I think the interesting enough there is I noticed that a lot of trucks were having issues turning in, and I'm not really sure why. Was there anything that you could do with far as brake bias or anything like that to kind of free up entry?
So I don't know that I touched the brake pedal the whole race.
Okay.
I found like the last Ben got to me there in that last run, and I had nothing for him, and I thought maybe he could track down Nick and something would happen, and I could take advantage of that. So I didn't race him too hard there, but right after that, like when I was watching him, I realized that like I could, as it was getting more out, like I could overdrive the shit out of entry, and if I did, then it would free the truck up center, but it was at a detriment to the right front. You could only do that for a few laps, so it was kind of a yo-yo effect. Like you could gain a little bit, but you were gonna lose it somewhere. And it was usually in pace down the straightaway. So I just chose to go back to what I was doing and try to survive.
I mean that you did P3, like you said. We'll take it. What are your thoughts on the caution that came out on around lap 46, 48? Were you kind of hoping for a caution there? Were you hoping it was staying green? Like, you know.
No, I was kind of hoping it would just stay green there because we had just pitted. We had about 6 laps on our tires, and so it kind of fell at a bad time because we were still down a lap. I didn't get the lucky dog. Me and Ben took the wave there, and yeah, I don't know. It's just it was bad timing. It kind of jumbled the field up too. I'm not exactly sure how that all worked out because I think a couple guys were on pit road and weren't a lap down. The leader was still out, wasn't a lap down, and the rest of the field was kind of a lap down or 2 laps down and had to take a wave. So it really jumbled up the tire strategy and how long you could run. But I just tried to run it enough so that I could equalize the sets of tires, and I still had 1 lane, so was kind of hoping for a caution with like 15 to go, and everyone would have to come down and bolt them on, and we could be equal it out there. But it never happened, and that's all good. It was a great race.
Yeah. I mean, exciting moment for you, Chris. You had 2 math moments tonight. Figured out 33 laps was 1/3 of the way, and 50 laps was halfway. But
One half. Yes. Yeah. I do. I use my own math when I need to. Not every time I need a calculator, but Ben, congratulations, buddy. It's nice to know that you're a human man and not a robot that wins every race. I wasn't sure. Yeah, dude, you did a great job. Yeah, you never know what happens, I guess. I thought Kansas would be pretty clean. We had 2 cautions, which isn't bad. And I know it kind of jumbles things up, screws the strategy, but you drove well. And I'd like to see what our updated points will be after this race, because I believe you were leading. Is that correct, Roberto? He was leading the going into this race. Yes.
Yep.
So we'll have to see how that changes. But no, you did a great job. And yes, this was going to be my next question for you here. We're going to Bristol. Is that right, Robert? I thought we were going someplace else, but to Bristol next week.
Yeah, it's correct.
This is what I was going to say to you, Ben, too. Like, I'm glad you've made all the races that you have, because I know when we first started, you were not sure how many races you could make, and you have a busy schedule. So I'm glad you've made it this far. And then do you think you're going to make next week? I know that's asking a lot, but.
Yeah, I'm hoping to make next week. I love Bristol. I love short tracks. It should be a really good race. It can go multiple different ways, but we'll see how it goes there. I don't know. I mean, I hope I make it. I gotta try to make enough races. I already had 2 doozies the last 2 weeks. I kind of screwed the pooch myself, so we'll see how it goes moving forward. But I can't really miss anymore if I expect to contend for a championship. So we'll try to make them all, and we'll see what happens.
If you like Bristol, you feel comfortable there. It's a shorter track, concrete. where do you see yourself finishing if all things go fairly well? Top 5? Can you win it? What do you think?
I mean, it
mean-
really depends. I don't know where I'll end up finishing. I mean, anything can happen at Bristol. It's a short bull ring.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it's all different events. Like if we have green flag stops there, you could be 3 laps down on a pit cycle. So it can really throw a wrench into things if the yellow comes out at the wrong time or you're on a pit cycle. If everything doesn't go perfect, it's not going to work out. So there's too many variables at Bristol, but I still love the racetrack. I love to race there. And it should be a blast, that's for sure.
Good. Well, hope to see you next week for sure, especially on the podium. We'll chat and yeah, have a great week. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. You guys have a good week too.
Thank you.
All right. That was the word from our P3 finisher, Mr. Buttons Ben Ryan. It's time to bring in the second place finisher, Nick Boyd. Nick, Robin, Chris up in the booth. How are you feeling about your P2 tonight, sir?
I feel really good about it considering where I was at the halfway point.
I mean, that's the truth. Yeah, you were kind of not up front, and then you were up front all of a sudden. Kind of got it stole away from you at the end there. Was there anything kind of like you would have done different to maybe hold off that charging 33 machine?
I don't think there's anything I could have done. He had the tires dialed in perfect, so it was one of those I tried and I used too much up in the beginning. Maybe if I had started a little slower, but I was trying to get away from Ben.
Yeah, I mean, tons of competition. You went back to back. You won last week at Pocono. What are you thinking overall for the championship, race number 7 in the books? Looking like you're definitely going to be a contender. Do you think you're going to have a shot here at that 67 machine?
We'll find out in a couple weeks. Next week's Bristol, so that should be fun. I love Bristol.
Heck yeah. Chris, what do you want to chat with Mr. Nick about?
Mr. Nick, congratulations, buddy. It was a great finish. And Robert and I were watching this, and we were just hoping for a nice, exciting finish. And that's what you delivered. It's funny because we're on one hand, we're sort of rooting for you to like three-peat, but then we're also rooting for Ben to see if he can, catch you and then even get around you. So we just wanted to see a good finish. Everyone that's watching this race does as well, and you guys delivered that. So personally, I like to see a driver in your position that's leading the race, but maybe doesn't have the tire advantage as your competitor behind you. I like the defensive lines you were taking, making the truck a little bit wide in some of the turns just to try and hold position, and then at some point it just doesn't work out any longer. So just a wonderful job on almost winning this race, but a great second place finish for you. And best of luck next week. We just talked to Ben Ryan, and he said he feels really comfortable as well at Bristol, and you just said you feel good there as well. So hopefully we'll see another good race next week with you too. And I don't really have any questions, I guess, other than just appreciate what you did tonight. And good luck next week. Okay, we hope to chat with you. Okay.
Yeah, that would be great. Talk to you guys next week. It went from a snoozer to a race in the last couple laps there really quick.
You always put on a good, entertaining show for the viewers. So just a great race to you. Congratulations, and we'll hopefully chat with you next week. Okay, buddy.
All right, you guys have a great night. Talk to you later.
Thank you.
All right, Chris, it's time to bring in the man of the night, the winner of the Kansas City Shuffle, number 33, Ben Parson. Ben, Rob, and Chris up in the booth. Congratulations on the win for you tonight.
Did I win?
Well, it
Our
looks,
stats say so.
Nice.
Nice, right? A good run for you overall tonight. Did you think a win was in the cards based on how the race was panning out? We saw Ryan lead a bunch of laps. We saw Hurst lead a bunch of laps. You really didn't become dominant right until the end. So did you view that as in your cards? Like, hey, this is going to work out for me.
Didn't I lead like the first 10 laps or something?
My memory's as good as yours, buddy.
Well, anyway, listen, the deal is I'm the best there is. All right. And no, I mean, absolutely. There at the start of the race, I thought it was just going to be me and Ben Ryan pretty much the whole time. And then Johnny came up through there with some fresher tires at one point.
Yep.
And really, we had to extend the caution there for Johnny. I think he should have been able to go to the front. iRacing kind of screwed him over, I think. So I feel really bad for him. Johnny probably would have won this race had he been allowed to go back up to the front and start on fresh tires at the lead. So that was really unfortunate for him. But just a few things had to go our way. Ben Ryan let me by or didn't race me as hard in one corner there towards the end when I came by him the last time. And that really, I was telling him in the waiting room, had you not let me kind of go or cut me a break right there, we wouldn't have had as close a finish as we had. I mean, it was an awesome last couple laps. And I saw him, the 74 start losing pace a little bit, but there with 10 laps to go, and about the time I was getting around Ben Ryan, I was thinking, yeah, he's way too far ahead. But I'm like, yeah, there's a chance. I'm just going to run my line, run my race, and let's see if he comes back to me. And of course, eventually he did. And there at the end, I think with 2 to go, I got to his rear bumper and just saw his truck was totally sideways. So it was just about biding my time and making sure I made a move that didn't take us both out and have a clean finish. And it was just awesome. I'm still shaking.
I mean, impressive run for you. Chris made the comment to Boyd around, making his truck wide. And, Chris only makes himself wide at the burrito bar. So were you concerned any which time, about Boyd running a protective line?
Well, he was running it. And that first time he dove in and to protect that bottom, I had the opportunity to just dump him. Of course, I wasn't going to do that. So he was trying, but that again, I saw his truck was so sideways that I said, self, if I just hold on right here, stay off the gas a half a second longer than he does, he's going to slide up the track, and I've got the grip to, stay under him and then be alongside him down the back stretch. And if I can just get to his inside down the back stretch, it's over. So, and that's exactly what it panned out a lap later.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you won at Talladega Superspeedway. You win here tonight at Kansas. It's got to be feeling good to be in a category of drivers that have 2 wins on the season with only 7 races. But we've updated the point standings. Take a look at that.
Where am I at?
You're in 3rd, and you're 14 points out. So you're hitting that tough arm wrestle, and that's got to feel good as we're in the second half of the season. Chris, what do you want to say to Mr. Parson?
Did someone say something about burritos?
Right?
Ben, congratulations, buddy. Exciting race, exciting finish. Yeah, Robert asked all the hard-hitting questions. I don't know if you were listening to the previous interviews or not, but I was just saying something to Nick along the lines of, it's funny, we were watching the time difference or disparity between you guys and the closing stages, and you were closing in, and we weren't sure if you were going to run out of laps to try and go for the win. And, on one hand, we're not rooting for him or for you per se, but it's cool if he gets the 3-peat, but yet it's cool for you if you're able to catch him and pass him. And we just don't know what's going to happen, but we want an awesome finish, and that's what you delivered. Not only could you catch up, but then you had just a little bit better tires to get around him, and he made the truck a little wide. But you just were able to, capitalize on having, better tires to get around him and then take the win. So it was awesome. It was a great win. It's a great show. This is what everyone wants to see, and you delivered that. So, congratulations to you. And I just wanted to say this as well. I remember talking to you last season, and it just seemed like you were a little bit down. You weren't having a lot of the race finishes that I think you were hoping for, or thought maybe that you were planning. How do I want to say it? You just didn't finish as well as you would have liked. I'll say it like that. And you have been off to a great start so far this half of the season. So I just wanted to say congratulations on that. It should make you feel good. You've definitely been delivering results this season, and it's been exciting, and it reflects that in the point standing. So a great job for you. And yeah, I don't have any questions. I just wanted to say keep up the good work, and we're going to Bristol next week. Are you going to make it? How do you feel about Bristol?
Well, that was a lot. Yeah, several points there. I think you should be rooting for me at all times. I know you like the
Okay.
cat truck,
I do.
and,
I do like the. Yeah,
I
I'm.
mean,
Yeah,
I
I'm
hear you on
partial
the
to it.
screen, and it just feels good to be able to pass that truck. And I
Yeah.
know in your heart you were rooting for him. So it feels good to, be the anti-hero here in your story.
Hey, you
But
beat Nick. You beat me too, buddy.
but yeah, he raced me super clean, and it was a great finish. I still don't think we have the finishes we should have. Pocono last week, dude, just dominated, but I didn't pit with everyone. You probably saw me on the first pit cycle, or I don't know if
Yep.
you did or not,
Yep.
but I was
I
afraid
did.
to be wherever anyone else was going. That's where I was going. Ben Ryan stayed out, and I said, "I'm staying with you." I learned my lesson, so we're getting new personnel on the pit box for sure after that one. But that's one we should have won. Uh, you know, Charlotte with Ben Ryan was panning out a lot like this one before we had a late race caution that kind of ended that run. I think we could have won that one very easily, like we, in the fashion we did tonight. So there's still a few, but that's racing. Not if everything always stacked up in your favor, that's it'd be boring because you'll be speaking to me every week. But that's racing. It's kind of what makes it fun. It makes these moments, that much more enjoyable when you get it done. And there's probably other people that are worthy of winning tonight's race over me. So, you just take them when you can get them. And Talladega was awesome, but it kind of felt like, I had Ben Ryan behind me and he wasn't going to pull out. So I'm like, it felt good, but it felt almost like cheating. Tonight, I felt like it was really earned, which Talladega was too. Me, Ben Ryan, and Shu had to really talk the entire time during that race. So it was a different kind of difficulty there. But tonight feels really good. Just want to thank all the sponsors for the series: Wagner's Welding, Ipswich Bay Soap Company, Precision Fence. Always like to shout out everyone at Cigar Time Lounge in downtown Dalton, Georgia. If you're into cigars, go to Dalton, Georgia. If you're in town there, go see them. They'll probably put your stream on if you ask, and you can watch us do this all over again while enjoying a cigar. Also, want to shout out on the truck. The past couple races is an organization I'm involved with, the Commemorative Air Force. It's an organization that keeps World War II aircraft operating and flying. It's a living history museum, and they got campuses all over the United States. So, if you're interested, go find your local Commemorative Air Force wing and sign up to do a warbird ride. It's a good cause and keeps some history alive there. So I just wanted to shout them out as well. And thank you guys for the coverage you give us every week. I always enjoy watching it back.
Of course, thank you. And I don't mean to be too long-winded, but I'm just curious, what is your association with the Commemorative Air Force? Like, why is that? Why do you sponsor that? Is there some tie or something in the family, or veterans in your family? Are you a veteran? Like, what is?
No, I'm not a veteran, and not. I don't have. I've got some veterans in the family, but not of World War II vintage.
Okay.
But mainly just honoring our, greatest generation, everything they sacrificed, during World War II. It was a very, very dark times, and just keeping the history alive. It's one thing to go see an aircraft that is in the Smithsonian or something that's just sitting there static collecting dust. It's something totally different if you can sit inside the aircraft and take a flight in the aircraft or hear it fly over. So it's really, really cool. I think it's really needed, especially for the younger generations coming up, to kind of know that era of our history as a nation and what we went through and what the world went through, really. And it's really cool it brings the history alive. So you're not just reading about it or watching a video. You sit there, you feel the rumble of the big radial engines, and you can hear the speed, feel the speed. And so it's a really good organization. They've been around since the 1960s. So I volunteer with them, I am a pilot, so working on actually flying them eventually, but which kind of leads me to Bristol. I hope to make it to Bristol, but it is fire season here in Georgia, and I am a aerial firefighter, so it's getting really, really bad here. So I don't know if I'll make it to Bristol. I hope to, but we'll just have to see.
All right. Well, we appreciate all that. Thank you for sharing. Also, by the way, we hope you make it too. You're running high in the points, so we hope you can make it. And yeah, thank you, Ben. Hope to chat with you next week. Okay.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, have a good night, Ben. Congrats on the win.
Thanks, sir.
That was our winner, Ben Parson. Beautiful story there, Chris. You ask these drivers questions about what's going on in their life, and they just simply open up, and I think it's awesome to hear.
Yeah, dude, I agree with you totally. This is a close knit group of drivers, and yeah, it's a good opportunity to chat with these guys and get to know them a little bit off the clock, if you know what I mean, and just find out a little bit of what they're into, what their hobbies are, and yeah, it's a good time. A lot of these guys spend a lot of time practicing and stuff, so they know each other real well.
So, Chris, it's my favorite time of the night where you give us a rundown, your 30-second rundown of the race. Take it away, Chris.
30-second rundown. Well, we saw some good racing. We saw 2 cautions. They were kind of funky cautions too, not like too wild. So I guess we can take that as viewers of this race here at Kansas. 2 mild cautions. Good racing. It was an awesome finish. And I think you will agree with that. Everyone watching this race will agree with a super awesome finish. Points are close in the series championship so far. And yeah, I enjoyed it as always. I could do another 20. Let's see if we can get all these drivers back and do another 20 right now. I don't know if you have it in you, Robert, but I always request that. And yeah, good sponsors, great league, of course. Great sponsors, great league, I should say. And yeah, looking forward to next week doing Bristol. Yeah, that's it. That's my 30 seconds.
Oh, I mean, that was beautiful. That
Thank
was
you.
beautiful. So shout out to our
Thank
winners
you.
tonight. We just interviewed Ben Parsons, Boyd, and Ryan, all with infinite, deep passion for Bristol Speedway. We're headed next week for an undisclosed amount of laps. Shout out to the drivers tonight. One heck of a show. Just like Chris said, we had 2 cautions for 8 laps. We had 6 different leaders and 9 lean changes with those 6 different leaders. And shout out to Hard Charger, first time in the series, Dan Park, for getting it done. Here we got the pass for the lead just happening now as Parson gets under the left rear quarter panel of Nick Boyd in ever so eloquent fashion. You heard it from Parsons there. He didn't want to get in his bumper, turn him or anything, but Boyd and Parsons drag race down the backstretch, and they're going to take us over the line. Next week, we're at Bristol Motor Speedway. Said that already. But shout out to everyone who watched us tonight on Outlier TV for race number 7 here at Kansas Speedway. Shout out to our sponsors, Ipswich Bay Soap Co. and Precision Fence and Gate and Wagoner's Welding, supporting season number 9 at Roughneck Racing. And, Chris, shout out to you, buddy. It was a fun night tonight. I learned that you like burritos.
Oh, yes. There's no secret about that.
But
I do like burritos. Hey, I wanted to say something really quick too. Like you touched on it, just like your hard charger award, but I was going to say it just before that. But shout out to some of the new drivers that were here tonight as well. Word is out that this is the league to be in. So we got some new drivers in tonight. Yeah, they put on an awesome performance as well. So just good to have them be a part of the league. So thank you guys for showing up. It was good times.
Absolutely. So OTV, Outlier TV Network, going to be signing off. Make sure you're clicking your likes and subscribes. We got a few ways to go before we get our plaque. We had to reset that stage on this new journey, but click that gearbox in the bottom right hand side. Make sure you're streaming in 4K because OTV offers the highest quality of streams, the best overlays, the best commentary, and just everything that you could ever think of, right? Like, obviously, we're awesome. But we'll be back next week for April 29th, Bristol Motor Speedway. Somebody's going to dance on the concrete and take home that checkered flag, and we have one heck of a point series just heating up here for the championship of Season 9. Chris, say goodbye to our friends.
Goodbye, everybody, and thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining, everyone. Have a good night. Talk to you guys soon.